世界嘅香港，大家好！依家係香港時間星期二嘅8:20啦。咁就我依家喺Houston 侯斯頓 Texas 嗰度。咁隔離咧就有位朋友啦。咁就不如你介紹下自己。So it's Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Leroux. Aaron Leroux. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that German or?
French.
French.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, welcome to our show.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I will be commenting in both English and Cantonese, if I could. This is about a scholarship that you and your partner from London, Ontario, right?
Yes. Correct.
Think about after what happened in 2019,
Yes.
the social movement. Lots of people come out, try to give a strong voice for democracy. Didn't succeed the way people want, and a lot of people just left. They're in different parts of the world. A lot of people moved to Canada. You think about a scholarship for students, targeting those who participated in the 2019 social movement?
It's for any Hong Konger.
Yeah.
We had the feeling that Hong Kongers, as a people, and particularly young Hong Kongers, are smart, industrious, resilient, you know, and we saw that in the protests, like really very tough. And we are a group of photojournalists, and so we were covering the movement. And afterwards, we published a book on that movement. And after the book was done, the book was called The Nature of Water.
Yeah, I better don't tap on the table.
Oh yeah, sorry. But after that was completed, we felt like there was more to do. That
This is the book, right?
Yeah, that's it. The natureofwater.hk is our website where you can see about the scholarship fund and the work we've done. But we just had the feeling like we wanted to do more, and there was more to do. And the scholarship fund was my partner Adam Malamis, who is in London, Ontario. It was sort of his brainchild. He was like, "This is a way that we can give back, and we can grow it to something that will be bigger than just our group of our collective of photojournalists."
Right. Because when you sell a book, let's say a few thousand copies after it's sold, then people have it as a collectible item. But if you talk about a scholarship, it changes lives.
That's right. That's exactly the thinking.
Yes.
Right. Like the book is a nice historical document, right? But the scholarship will change lives. We're any Hong Konger who wants to pursue a post-secondary education in Canada, once the fund is endowed, they'll be able to apply for that scholarship and they can study.
Even though I'm in Texas, Houston right now, but this is targeting Canadian university.
Yeah. Canadian universities are world-class educational institutions, and they offered bang for the buck. You know, the money raised just goes so much further in the Canadian system than it would in the U.S. system, and the quality is outstanding. You know, Canadian universities like University of Toronto or McGill University or all of these are incredible places.
Yeah. If I may just do 30 seconds of translation.
Sure.
就講緊咧，即係佢哋The Nature of Water.hk 想整一個教育基金啦，一個 scholarship，咁就係俾一啲想去加拿大讀大學嘅一啲朋友，咁可能佢哋咧經歷過2019年嘅反修例運動，咁佢哋想去 further 個 education， 咁加拿大嘅大學啦，亦都係十分之好啦嚇。Why is it better than the U.S. is because some schools are quite expensive, right?
Yeah. The money just goes so much further in Canada. You know, like I'd use as an example, Columbia, not to besmirch the good people at Columbia University, but you know, a single undergrad education there can cost $60,000, $70,000 a year.
Yeah,
so
that's a lot.
That is a lot, right? So we're trying to raise $1 million Canadian, that $1 million can educate so many more people in Canada than it could in the US.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about your book, The Nature of Water.hk, The Nature of Water.
Yeah.
How many copies have you printed?
We did a first edition run of 500 copies, and we're talking about doing a second edition now, which would be cheaper.
Printed in Hong Kong? Or?
No, we actually had it printed in London, Ontario.
Oh.
Yeah, that was just good fortune on our part. The printer there had, they worked at an incredibly high level of quality, and we came together on a price to do it, and it worked out brilliantly. Yeah.
And is it black and white or is it color?
It's a mixture. Our collective of photojournalists is over 50 international photojournalists who are covering the 2019 anti-extradition protests. So we took their work and wove it into a photo story that goes through this 300-page book with captions, and there's QR codes where you can go to our Nature of Water YouTube channel and see individual photos and listen to the photographer talk about how those photos came to be.
Okay. And I guess right now you try to capitalize the fund, right? Right now it's only around 25,000. So to get it going, you need a certain amount before you can really do the scholarship thing.
Yeah, we're trying to raise $1 million Canadian, but we thought that somewhere around $200,000 would allow us to open up for applications and begin awarding scholarships.
Oh, got some comments. Hello, Aaron.
It's Fiona.
Meeting Adam this Sunday.
Hi, Fiona.
Hello.
We did an interview with Fiona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she reviewed the book for us, and she loved it. We had a nice chat with her.
Yeah. And I hope, this will be more like a pro bono type of project.
Yeah, absolutely. Neither myself nor Adam or any of the photographers, it's all a passion project for us. We were deeply moved by the experiences we had in Hong Kong, and Ed, you were there. You know how intense the protest movement was. Hard not to be affected by the things we saw there, and so we take no money from the scholarship or the fund. All the funds raised are going right back into it. Yeah.
So can look forward to this, and for those who are interested to know more about your book also, can go into this website, and then you will have a second print, right?
Yeah, we're talking about doing a second edition now that would come out. The second edition would be a little bit cheaper than the first edition was, and it'll be a smaller book. The first edition is a very large, like coffee table book. But the Nature of Water.hk, you can learn about the scholarship fund, and the Nature of Water on Instagram. You can see there's photos from all our photographers up there, and links and calls for our fundraising for the scholarship.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of difficult to go back to Hong Kong, expect the same thing from happening. Now all focus is on Ukraine right now. Hong Kong kind of will be quiet for a while with the national security law. So what's the focus will be outside of Hong Kong, of course. But doesn't mean that we will forget what happened in 2019. A lot of people have sacrificed.
Absolutely, we cannot forget, because it's cautionary, right? Other places, like immediately after leaving Hong Kong, I went back to the U.S. and there was the George Floyd protests, right? So like, there are lessons for all of us in what happened in Hong Kong and what the Hong Kongers were able to accomplish.
Right. So let's stay tuned, and also, I guess, keep following your website, see whether there's any new developments. But I guess the fundraising part is the most important.
Yeah, the fundraising part is the most important, but to that end, like I said, we're talking about releasing a second edition of the book, and we're going to have exhibitions going around probably all over the world. Like now we're talking with places at UC Berkeley and other venues around America, but we have plans to take our exhibitions all over so that we can use the exhibitions to share the work that we've done and to help raise funds for the scholarship.
Right. So absolutely, let's stay tuned, and whatever new developments that you have, let us know.
Will do.
And I will come to you and have a quick update once in a while.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So this is a new project from Aaron and also your partner.
Adam Malamis. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Canadian universities for those who are interested,
Yeah.
especially young people who need the university education.
Yeah. Any Hong Konger who's going for a post-secondary degree. So it can be your bachelor's, your master's, or a PhD program. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks so
Nice
much.
talking to you. Bye-bye.